Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Thursday, January. Is it the 14th? I think it's 14th, maybe the 15th. No, today's the 15th. Today's Thursday, January 15th. Good to see all of you. In fact, here, hold on. I know I could put that up on the screen. Bear with me a minute. Where are my happy? No, that's those. That's that. That's this. There we go. Show. Booyah. There we go. Thursday, January 15th, 2026. I, of course, am Hammer, founder of Originator Success, Grab and Go Social, and Rate Sensei. So glad to have you here. Remember, you can join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. On the road today, but still here for you as always. If you'd like a reminder, you can sign up for our text reminders. You can go ahead and sign up for those. Let me see if I have, where's the little QR code button? Here it is. You can sign up for our rate text reminders at www.ratetext, or no, I'm sorry, at hmmr.io/reminder, or use this cool QR code down there. If you would like to do more about those. Otherwise, if you're watching the replay, do me a favor, give me a hashtag replay in the comments. I don't have my glasses on and I can't read. I can't make this full screen, so I can't. Oh, but I can go to the comments. Here we go. So let me see who we got on this morning, and we'll say hello. We've got Mallory Fotiadas, good morning, and Michael Scott Love, Yasmin Martin, Kenny Rivard, Monica Menjivar, Megan Bissell, Deb Dickinson, Mike Brown. Good to see you. Will Patterson, Vicky McSweeney. Good morning. Amy Lazar and Zane. I'm assuming you're there, Zane. Good morning, Eric McDonald. Great to have all of you here this morning. So let me move on over. All right. Well, I'm not going to share my screen, mainly because I don't know how to share my screen on this one. I'll have to play with this a little bit more and see about that. Is there a way to share my screen? Let's see. Privately talk. That's that. That's this. That's these. Let me see something. I want to try this. I could do presentations. No, I don't want that. Can I do, what else can I do? Let's see. Click this image. Too bad I can't share my screen this way. I'll have to definitely mess with that a little bit more. So anyway, let's give you a quick recap what happened yesterday. Mortgage-backed securities were calm through most of the day. Around 4 o'clock, though, they did rally a little bit. They were up 10, 12 basis points, mainly because stocks were tanking and traders were just putting some money into some, safe havens assets. So we floated into today, seeing if that would hold up. Unfortunately, did not hold up. Bonds did start the day with gains this morning. It looked like we'd be okay, but jobless claims came out 198,000 jobs, much lower than what was expected, and it points to a strong labor market. Bonds not really loving strong labor market, so we saw them lose ground about 12 basis points on the day at that point. Not a huge issue, but basically puts us, the price going to be about the same as yesterday. Mortgage News Daily shows us a hair above 6, still below 6 1/8, but a hair above 6. I know many of you are squeezing down into the fives before loan level price adjustments. For conventional conforming, that's the magic number. Is anything with a 5 handle. 599 is still 599 for the psychology of it. But there's no other economic data today. Should be a calm, quiet day today. I don't really expect to see many concerns about reprices worse. We could see bonds improve a little bit on the day, but I don't think that even if we do, that we'll see any reprices better either. Ron Siegel says today is National Bagel Day, and Ron is Ron. Ron is saying that he's an everything bagel guy. I'm a big onion bagel. You know what? You guys are making me hungry. I could go for a toasted onion bagel, tuna fish sandwich with lettuce, tomato, oil and vinegar, and cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. I would love that. What's your favorite bagel? Let me know in the comments. I will tell you, when you move from one place to another, you give some things up, and everybody wants the place that they move to. People complain over here in Western North Carolina, the bagels are terrible, and people complain. But the reality is that they've got awesome biscuits. You come down south, you get great biscuits. You go up north, where I was from before, outskirts of New York, you're getting great bagels. So I miss great bagels though. But tell me what your favorite bagel is in the comments. Mine is definitely, I'm going with an onion or an everything like my man Ron did. So, but anyways, we finish up. My advice is to go ahead and lock anything closing near term, anything closing the next 15 days or so. It's not likely we see rates make much of a move between now and the Fed meeting. Fed meeting is on January 28th. However, the reality is, if you want to keep them open, there's not a lot of risk to floating right now. But loans closing in 15 days, I'm still more of a, I lean towards a lock bias. I just feel like it's a kind of a smoother, safer kind of a thing. Loans for the 15 to 30 days, I would cautiously float. We want to see as we get to that Fed meeting kind of where things go. It's not likely the Fed meeting is going to help rates at all, though. Not likely that the Fed is going to signal any kind of dovishness. We'll see some drama, but this is kind of the cap to where rates are improving. Yesterday, there was some conversation, again, giving credit where credit is due. I saw some comments by Adam Quinones and Matt Graham over at MBS Live, much more in the know than I am. I defer to people that are watching these things, involved in these things. I am not. And they said that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have been buying mortgage bonds for quite a while, and they picked up the pace back in May of 25. And then if you listen to like Logan Moshami, and he says, hey, they already had bought, I think, 70 billion, but we don't know if that 70 billion was part of that 200 billion, or if the 200 billion is an increased cap, or is it 200 on top of the 70? But either way, none of this pushing rates any lower unless we get another Truth Social post, tweet kind of a thing that stirs up markets. It's not likely to see rates really fall from here. Logan Motoshami has talked the last couple of days about how he thinks the spread, which is the difference between what mortgage-backed security are selling for and the 10-year treasury is selling for, that spread, the difference between those, it had been high for the last few years, and it's been going down and going down to a more normal level. He thinks it would have returned to basically normal anyway, but this pushed us there sooner. We've seen that things have settled down. I'm not worried that we're going to lose the gains, but the gains weren't that great. We did see a drop of about a quarter point. Now, according to Mortgage News Daily, that looks more like an eighth of a point. So, again, it's enough to spur some business. We've talked about this before. Be ready for the windows, but rates they can't drive rates down. Also, make sure you comment on my Facebook post. Great headline about Bill Pulte and the 50-year mortgage and how that went. Just that whole idea just disappeared. I told you that was a shit idea. It wasn't ever going to go anywhere. And that's exactly what happened. So I find that kind of laughable. Let me see your other comments here. Mom likes cheddar jalapeno with chive cream cheese. That sounds good. Yeah, Zane, tell your mom I'm with her on that one. But all right. Well, looks like we got some weird stuff on on YouTube on this one. So that's funny. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. Hope you all have a fantastic day. If you missed anything, go back to the beginning, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody. Make it a great one. Bye bye.